Welcome back to the President's Cup 9-hole Cup Expert Division weekend round hole number 3. Here we're just going to straight blast a Zerk up the fairway using a cat bounce over shot for the easy eagle with a chance at albatross. So, a couple things you need to just consider when playing this hole. Different level clubs with different amounts of topspin, different wind strengths, different wind angles, and bumpy fairways. Uh, we're gonna get massively different rollouts on the drive depending on how all those things come together. So there's no real consistent way to get a good setup for everyone to be able to get a really good chance at an albatross. I did try a boost ball and a rough bump, and I got a super speed roll. It's really glitchy, and I would just recommend taking your easy eagle with a shot at albatross. So that's what I'm going with here. Now I'm playing this shot with APOC 5 level spins, so I'm just doing 6 top, 1 left. At max extension, I'm gonna have the tip of the ball guide splitting the fairway. I'm gonna release, adjust P5 plus 10% max, and then push back up to max. Uh, Play a full overpower shot. No curl is needed, and the shot has been really forgiving for great ball. So, a double great left or right, as long as you're set up in the center, you should still be on the fairway and able to reach the green in two. So, for the approach shot here, things you need to consider. I'm playing this P5 plus 20% add slider, and I'm doing the bounce over, as I think that gives us the most consistency on the rollout for the approach, and will probably give you the best chance at a drop, barring using some special balls and uh, you know, like win 5 balls or something, right? So keep in mind higher winds, tailwind angles, and if you use more topspin, all three of those things are going to require you to keep the tip of the ball guide further away from the hole. If you're using 1 or 2 bars of topspin to bounce over, you're going to need to offset closer to the cup than if you're using 4 bars of topspin, right? Then you're going to need to keep the tip of the ball guide further from the cup. Same goes with a 9-4 wind versus an 11-9 wind, right? You're going to need to keep the ball guide closer to the hole for the low winds, further from the hole for the high winds. And, crosswinds, same thing, right? If you got a more crosswind angle, you'll need to have it closer to the hole. If you got more tailwind, you'll need to have it further from the hole. So a lot of factors to consider here, which is why I'm not really getting into detail on this shot. Just playing it for an easy eagle with an off chance at the albatross. If you want, you can spend a little more time on this and dial in the approach shot. There is definitely a possibility for a drop here, but it's a mini. I'm tired, and I'm not going to sit here and, work out 5 pages of tweaks for every different rollout. That's something you'll have to do if, you really want this drop. I'm always playing this with 2 left spin. Top spin is needed, and adjusting P5 plus 20% add slider. So you see here, I've got a 10.7 wind, and I'm using around, 2 top spin. This is You see where the tip of my ball guide is and how far it is into the hole. That'll give you a rough idea. I come up, I think, just a little bit short on this one and a little bit left. So I was offset a little too far to the left and a little too far away from the hole for this amount of topspin with this wind strength. But pretty close, right? Considering. So that'll give you kind of a base to work off of. 10.7 wind with 2 topspin. Need to be a little bit closer to the hole and a little bit further to the right. And you should be all over the hole. P520 for the approach. P510 max on the drive. And don't forget to push your drive back to max. If you have full topspin on the drive, you can certainly use it. Like I said, I did use a 5 boost owl ball here. I got to 558. And I still couldn't find a really good shot there. So good luck. I hope you guys get the drop. And we'll see you on the next hole.